Hey everyone, this is Samson. Ever since the start of Season 5, I've been on the lookout for any shifts in the meta. I'm sure you've noticed the flow of the game changed. There are many factors at play. The changes to Caustic boosted his use in games quite significantly. GB and Watson didn't get any significant nerfs. Since last season, more people tried to play for position rather than chasing kills. Games lately have been more campy. Most players seem worried to jump into fights. Everyone is doing their best to avoid getting third-partied. It seems to me the average distance of engagement has increased significantly. I noticed I get into a lot of fights where the R99 is not great in terms of range. For obvious reasons, I've been seeing a lot less of the Peacekeeper lately. This means I don't have to carry a shotgun with me just to stay competitive for every fight. So I decided to experiment with the free weapon slot. First, I tried my least favorite weapon type, the snipers. I have to say, I'm quite impressed with the results. They allow you to focus on position without missing out on the action. Going for the third party is a lot easier and less risky. You don't have to give away your high ground just to chase after a few kills. The charge rifle has to be the least demanding of the bunch in terms of aim and attachments. So, if you're a newer player, definitely check it out. If you can't find the 4.8 sniper sight, the 2.4 AOG and the 3X Ranger are a pretty decent replacement. Stocks are always nice, but you don't really need them. The triple take is also very approachable. It probably has the best iron sight in the game. In addition, it is very forgiving with its messy spread. It also doubles as a pretty decent replacement for a shotgun. You're gonna get some damage in as long as you're aiming in at least the general direction of the enemy. The only significant downside is the need for the precision choke if you want to be a factor in the late game. A lot of pro players are experimenting with the Sentinel right now. I can see the draw, but the bullet drop is very significant and the gun is quite challenging to use. My favorite of the bunch has to be the Longbow. With the return of the scope piercer attachment, you can get some pretty amazing shots. The damage per shot is excellent even when you don't land a headshot. The loading animation allows for extremely easy movement tracking. And the magazine capacity is just insane. This leaves us with the Kraber. No need to talk too much about this legend. If you manage to hit people with the rest of the snipers, the Kraber is going to give you some lovely memories. It has great one-hit potential, and if you're lucky you might even get a legendary no-scope in one of the final circles. Sniping is not my first choice. I think of myself as a mid-range kind of guy. However, I try to learn from the best. Here are some things I noticed in Diamond. A good sniper keeps 3 things in their mind at all time. The first is your position on the map. Do you have the high ground? Do you have a solid plan for your next rotation? Are you going to use your cover effectively? The second is the position of your team. Are they next to you sniping as well? Are they itching for a push? Or are they already pushing? The third is the position of the enemies. Do they have the high ground? Are you in a position between them and the next circle? Do they have a rotation option to avoid your gatekeeping position? These are all questions you want to have answered before you start poking enemy teams. Even if you don't have all the advantages you want, you should know that. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like it. Comment if you have any questions or suggestions. Subscribe and hit the bell button for more great content. Thanks for watching, I'm leaving you with some sniping highlights.